All right, y'all. Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
It's a fantasy draft. I don't know who he got on his team. I have no idea who he got on his team. Oh, we got Aaron Rodgers.
And coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year, here's Travis Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Not sure what he got.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to Dodson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throw end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Second and 10.
26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Going out wide, finds Chubb. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year. It's Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Touchdown! Trenton Irwin from 17 yards out. And the Broncos responded that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This is my first time
Get
playing
out
with
the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
This is my first franchise playing with Tua as my quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Take care of the ball and play defense.
And these guys will get the football.
Take care of the ball, play defense.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Taking it right down Broadway. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I knew it was a run,
A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with ETN. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. ETN up the middle. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. This short throw right back under. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. ETN. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
It's my job. Scout his team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Really have a game plan. We want to take away and give up.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Tua. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the outside.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
to Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Take it. Move them over. Move them over.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go up the middle with Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jerry and Tauchu brings him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Tua is going to change things up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I don't like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. Just as important, picked up a key stop on an offense. It's been really impressive here in the early going. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. On 1st down, right back to ETN. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Definitely heard it ticking, but I didn't know. Defense.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, a run with ETN. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, now Rodgers. That is caught, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right goes Allen. On play action, Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this play is broken. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And marking it down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Imano.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take our time, find something for what he come out in. Should get a play man, to be honest.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To throw is Rodgers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Rodgers going to throw. His short throw caught by Gunner. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Gunner. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. And he'll run with ETN. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Might go for 2 right here.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Double him we can. Gotta get this offense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Ready. 20 TX. Turbo 3 kick. Turbo 3 kick.
Here's Tua. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Throwing Tua. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua. And can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Circle on comeback route.
Here's Tua.
Ooh.
His ball is caught. It's a touchdown.
Nice. Nice.
Getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that
The
call.
two and
Gano for the extra point.
Go ahead and kick it.
And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Rodgers to throw. Dotson, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. To throw is Rodgers. Completed, it's Dotson. Take him down, but not before they reach the 50.
Take Keenan Allen away from him. Take Keenan Allen away.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Alright, let's see if we double kick it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, He's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hope for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Play action. Now Rodgers. And Allen's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh.
It'll be caught downfield by Datsun. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
I thought we hit the ball, man.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.